enormous structure is a parking lot.
Approaching station, 3rd Street in Washington, Ballpark, Arena, and Convention Center. Exit to right.
And welcome back, YouTube. Well, face diapers all over the place today. It amazes me people can look at themselves in the mirror wearing one of those and think, I look fine. Anyway, 5:08 p.m. now, Wednesday, July 27th, 2022. Tried to get a shot of the display when I started the video inside the train so you could see the actual time I started it. Although, I look kind of funny, probably due to the refresh rate of the LEDs and the refresh rate of my phone's camera. Anyway, yeah, the size of that enormous parking lot coming in is just, it's kind of sad and depressing, but it tells you pretty much what you need to know about downtown Phoenix and the car dependency that is Phoenix. So, yeah, not a lot of people on the light rail. I mean, there are people on the light rail, but generally speaking, those on the light rail are those that don't drive, and the poor and the homeless. Now, there are people that live downtown, as you can see by these giant towers, but I really am curious the vacancy rate in a lot of these downtown residential towers. I mean, like looking up these patios here, I see two that have any patio furniture on them. That one there at the bottom, and then the one 4 levels above it. All the rest are vacant. And you got to ask yourself, like, if you had a patio like that with that kind of view in downtown Phoenix, wouldn't you have some patio furniture out there? I mean, yeah, it's pretty damn hot right now, so you're probably not going to spend a lot of time there. But yeah, after the sun goes down, it'd be kind of nice to chill out there and watch the lights of the city. I mean, I know if I had a place like that, I would the bare minimum have a couple of cozy chairs and probably some speakers, some kind of speakers of some sort. Because I'd definitely want some tunes out there. So this place looks closed. It's always closed when I come up here. Due to staff shortage, limited menu and services. Open 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So yeah, they closed at 1:30. Speaking of places that close too damn early, so I'm really burning out on Taco Bell. Not that I dislike Taco Bell. Love the Taco Bell Cantina, but yeah. Yesterday was my digestive system made it pretty clear at work that I can't. I'm too old to be on a daily diet of Taco Bell. But looking at Google Maps on the way downtown and doing a search, fast food downtown Phoenix, I was brutally reminded that I don't really have any other options. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I do have another option that I've been kind of forgetting about. There's the Fry's grocery store. The Fry's has a deli, and there's food options there. And hey, I forgot, since I'm not getting food stamp benefits anymore, I still have a significant balance on my EBT card. So Yeah, let's go to Fry's. That's I just thought of that right now. That was not my plan. I was just taking the scenic route through the open space and actually seeing some people in it. That was an interesting change. Not a lot of people, but a couple people. Again, like so much vacancy here. Looking up at this, which I believe is residential. The only one I see with any furniture on the patio is the one on the bottom. All the rest look empty. I wonder where one could find occupancy statistics of these downtown residential towers, because I just get the feeling not a lot of people live downtown. And look at this. We got this vacant space here. So much vacant space downtown. Now leasing. Yeah. People come downtown for events and they park in that giant ass parking garage at the beginning of the video. But not a lot of people live downtown. Not a lot of people. There isn't much in the way of downtown life, city life, as other cities have. Phoenix just ain't there yet. And there's a good chance it may never be. I do love that we got rental scooters downtown, though, which they covered the rest of the city like they do in Portland. Anyway, want to get this out because I think this is kind of interesting. So in the last video, I got off on Van Buren instead of getting off on Washington, mostly because I just wanted to shoot a little more video and talk a little more, and I thought it would get me to, but part of me was curious, just like, considering the timing of the light and Washington Street sometimes being slow for the bus to get across the street, and the bus stop being located on the far side of the intersection rather than on the near side of the intersection. I wonder if maybe it's quicker to walk. And sure as shit, it was quicker to walk down to the light rail station from the Van Buren stop, even though it's farther than from the Washington stop. And then it surprised me, like, because I looked at the Valley Metro app. This guy's completely blocking the crosswalk. Yeah, you're in the sidewalk, dude. You are in the sidewalk. Yep, you're in the sidewalk. You're in the sidewalk. You see that? This is a sidewalk here. You're in the sidewalk. Thanks for blocking the sidewalk. Yeah. That never occurred to that woman that people walk. You can tell from the look on her face. Anyway, she finally got out of the way of the sidewalk as these other people had to try to walk around her. What a cunt. So anyway, so indeed that was the the train that I looked at that pulled up, and it did more or less show up at the time that the app was estimating it would show up at. I guess I just kind of underestimated how long it would take for me to walk. From Van Buren to the light rail platform in Washington, and then how long it would take for crosswalk guy has the right of way, asshole. Also kind of underestimated how long. Oh, these misters feel good. Underestimated how long it would take to, for the bus to get from roughly Loop 202. God, I'm loving these new Lime scooters. Those look so much fun. Underestimated how long it would take for the bus to get from where it was when I was looking at the app, which was like almost a Kafka Center Drive as I was going underneath Loop 202 to the time we'll get there. But yeah, when I was going underneath Loop 202, which is just a wee bit north of Washington Street on the Route 44 bus, the train that I ended up boarding was actually physically at least where it was, the GPS tracking was showing it was at going around the curve from going around the curve from Apache to Mill Avenue in front of Gamage Auditorium. So wow, yeah, a train makes that longer distance a whole lot faster than the bus makes that much shorter distance. And there's somebody riding a scooter, just riding in the pedestrian areas because even though you're supposed to ride them in the streets, these streets are just really, really hostile and don't really have lanes available for bikes and scooters. So we got more downtown rail construction going here. In fact, it looks like the final plan for Central Avenue. Central just north of Jefferson, by the way. It looks like the final plan for Central is for it to be completely pedestrianized, which is kind of crazy because for the longest time, Central was a northbound thoroughfare, like northbound thoroughfare, connecting South Central to North Central through downtown, and then First Avenue, between Washington and about Grant. First Avenue is the southbound equivalent. But yeah, it looks like the plan here is just to have looks like there's going to be a train platform here. Looks like there's going to be a train platform here and nothing else. No vehicular traffic. Yeah, obviously Phoenix can get away without this being a through street. It's been closed for quite some time, so it's kind of an interesting step in pedestrianization for downtown Phoenix. I do dig it, as much as I still resent former Mayor Greg Stanton for getting rid of the original Patriot Square Park and replacing it with this tiny ass thing. So anyway, as I was saying before, I kind of finish my story about so the train showed up much quicker than I expected. I figured I'd get to the platform and have a little hang time, since it was coming all the way from Tempe, but nah, it showed up and as I was jaywalking across to the platform, you could see the people that had just departed the bus at the Washington Street station for Route 44, which is on the south side of the intersection. You could see those people had just barely badass coffee of Hawaii. Last time I went into that location, it was an Urban Outfitters. And I do recall I was like after I had a court hearing with my daughter Allison when she was a teenager. She was like 14, maybe 15. And I got a very positive court order, and she left with me, left court with me, which was a big deal. Of course, now she's 20, so custody's irrelevant, but and lives in another state. But yeah, we went into that. We walked together into that Urban Outfitters. And I remember buying the first Khalid album there. It was a new release. Urban Outfitters gone, now replaced with Badass Coffee of Hawaii. Yeah, I don't know that I want coffee that tastes like ass. Hard pass on that. Anyway, yeah. So the people that were waiting to catch the train that were getting off the 44 that were riding it with me, but rode to Washington versus getting off a stop early at Van Buren. We're all there waiting for the light to change. As I was like, oh shit, there's the train, and jumping on the train. And I kind of wish I'd have kept shooting video out the window of the train. Generally speaking, as I step on the train, I always shut off my recording. But I watched them, and they're there looking at their train. You guaranteed some of those people were heading downtown. I mean, that's most people that get off the Route 44 bus there are getting on the westbound train. I would say usually about 75% of the people, between 50 and 75% of the people that get off the 44 southbound at Washington Street are getting on the light rail and headed towards downtown Phoenix. Now, how long they stay on the train, I haven't really paid attention, but that's the direction they're making the same transfer I am. And but yeah, I was kind of surprised I didn't see anybody in that group go, oh fuck it, there's my train, and just dart across traffic. But yeah, everybody sat there at the don't walk sign, not walking like good sheep. And it seemed like the train sat at the platform a little longer than normal. And I thought, God, do we actually have a train operator that's considerate enough? Considerate enough of the needs of people that ride transit, that he's going to wait for the people to transfer over from the bus before taking off? And actually, did he actually see that they're sitting there waiting for a walk signal? Is he actually going to wait so they can board their train? And I thought maybe, just maybe, and it was kind of giving me a little kind of restoring my faith in the human side of public transportation. But yeah, nope. In fact, he did sit there. Like I said, it seemed a little longer than normal, but about the time that the people got their walk signal and were in the process of crossing the street, but of course not across the street and walking up the pathway to the train platform, that's when he left. So anybody that thought they were going to make that train but thought they needed to do the quote-unquote right thing and wait for the walk signal, they all missed their train. I did not. I'm downtown. So, yeah, little things like that to me is a big example of how transit in Phoenix is broken. So anyway, as I was saying, trying to focus on two subjects at once on this stupid video. Really tired of Taco Bell. I'm not as tired of Taco Bell, honestly, as my digestive system is tired of Taco Bell. Spent a lot of unpleasant time in the bathroom yesterday, and yeah, I don't feel like I can handle that again today. I want to take a look at this. Coming to the stage, stand up live. I've heard of Eddie Griffin. Never heard of the other 5 comedians there. Copper Blues, Bacon and Legs. Alrighty then. Well, at least there's some live entertainment downtown, even if it's stuff that isn't of interest to me. Yeah, this is a nice complex. It is. There's some good stuff here. I just resent that it was built by destroying what was one of my favorite downtown public amenities, and something that was built for the public was destroyed to do this, when there's other blocks that this could have been built on. So anyway, tired of Taco Bell, and so I'm on the train and I'm doing a search for, I did fast food near me, and it showed all sorts of stuff along McDowell and it showed a few things along Buckeye. But it's like, no, that's not walking distance from downtown. I mean, that's kind of the edge of downtown, but not walking distance from where my train and where the train stops are and where my bus station is. So yeah, that's not happening. So there are a couple options. Chipotle is one of them. Got to at least give Chipotle credit. Chipotle exists. Chipotle is a little out of my budget, and food-wise, not a huge departure from Taco Bell. Interestingly enough, Jimmy John's didn't show up. So good to notice. Glad I walked this way and saw that Jimmy John's is there. Because Jimmy John's, oddly enough, did not show up on my Google search. Five Guys did. I'm not so fond of Five Guys. I mean, not that their burgers are bad. I've had Five Guys burgers. They're delicious. But, I didn't feel I got enough burger for my money when I went to Jack in the Box and ordered a Jumbo Jack, which had been shrunk from what a Jumbo Jack has been for the last 30 years. It was considerably more expensive than what a Jumbo Jack has been for the last 30 years. And that Jumbo Jack is a big burger for a little price by comparison to what Five Guys has to offer. Is it a better burger at Five Guys? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you know what? I stand corrected. I don't know what was in that spot that says Badass Coffee, but Urban Outfitters is right there. So, and that's definitely the Urban Outfitters I went into. I guess I was just a little disoriented. Yeah, I don't remember what used to be where it says Badass Coffee. I know it wasn't Badass Coffee, though. Dang, use that woman for a flotation device. Although I'm not going to lie, those looked like they were expensive. Anyway, I do think it's neat now. The last time I went through here, I don't think there was a way for pedestrians to cross here. So at least they made a little footbridge across the new rail. Of course, I think there was a big gaping hole here as they were working on pouring the new rail. Wow, and it does actually look like this is going to be a permanent pedestrian crossing here. So it'll be nice. You won't have to walk across the block. You can just walk straight across. It looks like they're doing one on the. God, there's going to be one on the other side too. Just gonna be really neat when they get this done. And then you got the catwalk up above, which I feel like I've used that at least once. So yeah, this is actually gonna be pretty nice when it's done. Don't have the escalators working, so I gotta walk up the stairs. So yeah, Five Guys didn't show up. Five Guys is actually not what I pretty much decided I want to go to Fry's and use my EBT card to get some food there. But Five Guys definitely looked open and is definitely an option to Taco Bell. Anyway, there wasn't much else that showed up on a search of fast food downtown Phoenix. There's the McDonald's at 7th Avenue in Van Buren. That's a good half mile away from my bus stop, so we're talking a mile of walk back and a mile of walk back and forth. Yeah, that's a little bit farther than I want to go, and I'm not particularly fond of McDonald's. McDonald's tends to treat my digestive system even worse than Taco Bell does, so yeah, hard pass on that. Breakfast Club. A tiny little breakfast spot there. Of course, they're not open this time of day, unfortunately. Which is a bummer, because honestly, I could go for like breakfast food this time of day. This is my morning. But Breakfast Club kiosk, that's pretty neat. Well, good to know there's another place to eat in the morning up in here. But yeah, it doesn't really do me any good right now. Speaking of places that don't do me any good right now, so one of the spots that I expected to be an option and what I was kind of leaning to, and when I did the search, I was a little unclear on where the location is because I haven't been there in quite a while. Escalator is open but not turned on. Oh, look at this. You can ride it up, but you got to walk down. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, so I was able to find the Chick-fil-A on the map, and actually a little bit closer to my bus stop than opposite direction. It's a little bit north and a little bit east, but yeah, I was able to find Chick-fil-A on the map, and it showed closed. And I'm like, what do you mean closed? It's like 5 p.m. Like, it's dinner time. How can Chick-fil-A be closed for dinner? And I went a little deeper into maps where the hours are posted, and that Chick-fil-A is only open Monday through Friday. I forget what time it opens, but they close at 3:30 p.m. Yes, Chick-fil-A closes at 3:30 p.m. What a useless fail. We got Yogi's Grill, teriyaki and roll. That's a little out of my price range, but I'm not gonna lie, it sounds good. But they are closed. So what time did this close so that I can't? Here's their hours: Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Saturday, Sunday closed. It doesn't even say what time they close. It just says they open at 10:30. Wow, that's some pathetic hours. We close when we want it. We're closed now. It did recommend Ingo's under fast food. Ingo's is clearly not fast food, so not even considering that. Potbelly sandwiches, that was another place that was offered. I've had Potbelly before. It's always been at somebody else's expense, and I don't even see prices on their menu here. Like, I see a menu and stuff that sounds good, and I've had Potbelly sandwiches where other people have bought it for me, and it's been absolutely delicious. But yeah, they don't even have the prices on the menu. Which reminds me of something my grandmother used to tell me. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. I expect she's probably right about Potbelly sandwiches, because their sandwiches are pretty on the gourmet side. So yeah. No, looks like I'm going to Fry's and eating up my food stamp card like the poor little worker drone that I am. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on the walk. God, what time is it? I wasted so much time walking. 5:31. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time until I got to catch my bus at 6:11. I wonder what this place is like. Arrogant Butcher. Definitely not a fast food place. This is definitely a sit down, kill some time type place, and that's not what I'm looking to do. Whoa. Nile Rodgers and Chic, you've got my attention. I gotta wait for that to come back around because I really want to know what has Nile Rodgers here. Michael Bublé, hard pass on that. By the way, in front of me, for those who don't know, this is the Footprint Center, formerly known as a lot of different things. Originally it was built as America West Arena, home of the Phoenix Suns. Ooh, Kendrick Lamar. There's a show I would love to go to. Gorillas. North American Tour, Fall 2022. Fun. Man, I miss having the time and money to go to concerts. I really do. It's been a long time since my last concert. I used to go to concerts like once a week, sometimes twice a week. Miss that. Anyway, it doesn't look like Nile Rodgers is going to pop back up anytime soon, and I need to get some food. So thanks for coming with me on this amusing walk through downtown Phoenix as I rant about dysfunctional public transit transfer points onto the light rail. And wow, I sure hope that video got her nipples, because my eyes sure did. Yeah, and also the general lack of affordable fast food in downtown Phoenix.